Welcome to Ancient Studies.
Tis I, the Jackal, assuring you that a crisis has been averted. Many people are fine living without a spleen. An unfortunate consequence of a second stakeout gone awry, involving a speeding car, a dark alley, and, well, me. Sadly, your protege didn't remove himself from it.
Hey, what happened?
Gracious greetings.
Max, you said you were in an accident.
Yeah, well, alas, the master is too late to save his grasshopper's internal organ, but you are a sight for sore eyes nonetheless.
Hey, did you call the INS?
I've done some more research on Andrei Karpov. You do not want him as an enemy.
Well, I'm afraid I don't have a choice. He has his eye on Carly, and I have to get him away from her.
Last week, ignorance was a bliss when it came to your husband. And today you are a loving and devoted wife. Which one was the lie?
Call it a change of heart. Better to find out sooner rather than later.
You seem so intelligent. But now you're handling this all wrong.
It wasn't a mistake, Mom. I remember how it felt. It was skin and then muscle and then all that blood and I just remember how his face was so shocked and I've never seen someone die before in front of me because of me.
Honey, it was an accident. I'm sure it was an accident.
You got something to say to me?
What, do you think I'm obsessing about all the women you brought here?
I don't think I know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about snow.
Oh.
Yeah, snow. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that first winter we were together? We had that record snowfall.
Mm-hmm.
And all that ice was on my dad's windshield. Couldn't get it off, couldn't get to work. And then you showed up. Oh, cocky and confident.
You were. You got that ice off in 20 minutes.
Yeah, and the windshield was cracked, actually shattered, and it took me till March to have to pay it off.
That's correct.
Shoveling snow.
That is correct.
I hate the cold. Always have.
Wow. Did you ever imagine that you would own your own little piece of paradise?
Ah.
Seriously.
Well.
Look at all of this. It's all yours. The sand.
Mm-hmm.
The water,
Mm-hmm.
the view of the horizon, all the people here work for you. It's pretty amazing to realize there's nothing you want you can't buy.
You haven't done so bad yourself.
Wow. I'm grateful. But I've never known anyone who realized their dream quite so perfectly as you.
You weren't here for the hard part. Didn't come cheap. There was a lot of things that I wanted, a lot of things that I needed that I couldn't buy. But now, darling, I got what I wanted. And I'm not letting it go.
Don't you dare tell me that you've given up.
I'm just saying, Claudia, if I'm convicted,
You know damn well Dad's gonna flip out. He's gonna go after Lulu because he blames her. He's gonna go after you because he just flat out hates you. So I'm saying, Law of the Jungle, protect yourself. If I'm convicted, you need to find a way to take him out first.
Look at you two. My precious children, blood of my blood. You know that Daddy Waddy always knows when the kitty biddies are upset. So tell Popsy Wopsy what's got you so worried.
The Jackal is gratified that Maximista cared enough about his person to contact Stone Cold and arrange for his master's return, though it is clear from your attire that you were pulled from a priority engagement. A date?
Just
perhaps
tell me
with this
how you were hit.
Maximista and I were, took up that very familiar position, behind the Russian Rogues warehouse.
Why?
It was a stakeout.
Okay, why were you staking out the warehouse?
To expose the motives of your paramour.
She's not... Okay, you're on the stakeout. Tell me what happened.
Well, a shipment arrived at the warehouse, as we observed, and the Jackal, exited the vehicle to obtain a better perspective. Brave Maximista followed, and suddenly a threatening car bore down upon us. Maximista was able to dodge, though interestingly, she claims that the Jackal pushed her clear of danger, though, truth be told, I have no recollection of such a heroic gesture. All that is verifiable is that my wounded person lay on the street.
Did you see who was driving?
No, I did not. But under the circumstance, I fear that your new love, Sasha, could be involved.
Please. I want to help you. Tell me what happened.
I was at work. I had a job with a fashion magazine called Crimson. We work at the Metro Court Hotel. And you can see Johnny's penthouse from our office. Anyway, Logan showed up and made this big pitch about how he wanted to get back together with me, and I was mad and I was embarrassed. I just wanted him to go away, so I said I was glad that he cheated on me, otherwise I would have never met Johnny. I think that's what made him snap. He couldn't handle that one of the most painful times for him was actually one of the best things that could have happened to me.
I still don't hear anything that makes it your fault.
Maxie, hey, I need a reality check. I want a reality check from me. You must really be desperate. It's about Patrick's marriage proposal. Oh, say yes. Hey, I'm serious. Robin, look, okay, you don't want my opinion on anything important. I'm stressed, I'm unfocused, I'm totally self-involved. You would really regret it.
Really? Then why are you here?
To see Spinelli. Jason said he would come back from whatever illegal thing he was doing, so I didn't have to worry about Spinelli recovering all by myself.
Oh. I guarantee you Spinelli's reaction was because of bad nuts.
Are you mad that you botched a surgery and I had to fix it?
No, I'm not mad. We're sugar pills.
Okay, wait, we're not done here.
Oh, I am. I'm off duty.
Oh, wait, where are you going? I got something to take care of.
What makes you think Karpov's attorney's involved in this?
The Slavic seductress was here, right where Stone Cold stands. At least to all appearances. The Jackal was somewhat feverish at the time, but he's quite certain that fair Layla saved his life.
Is that true?
I'm just here to update Spinelli's chart, that's all.
Is he going to be okay?
Spinelli is going to be amazing. He's going to have a remarkable recovery. He's very healthy.
Lovely Layla's too kind.
Did he have a visitor, woman with this tall blonde?
Yes, I asked her to leave. He's not out to visitors. She came back a second time, but Spinelli got agitated.
Did she say why she was visiting?
No, that's why I asked her to leave.
Okay. Thanks. I'll make sure she doesn't come back.
Okay.
Hang in there, okay?
Just as I feared. Now Stone Cold will confront the Slavic seductress, and she will use her wiles to further ensnare him.
I'm worried because my brother is on trial for murder.
Don't let your sister take your negative. We cannot let ourselves consider the possibility of a conviction because the fallout would be unthinkable.
Anything's possible.
John, if you let yourself imagine a guilty verdict, a life in prison, you'll start thinking about how devastated I will be and who I will blame. The logical progression from there is, how do you stop me from going to that very dark and vengeful place? And you'll know that there's only one way I can be stopped. And that way, of course, is unthinkable. Do you know that Shakespeare wrote entire plays about patricide, and it never has a happy ending? So the way to deal with it, don't let yourself imagine a guilty verdict.
I would not turn on my own father. Any more than I'll handle threats against Claudia and Lulu.
So we agree. You'll sit there and shut up and let me get you out of this mess by whatever means necessary.
Anthony, you can leave now.
I went over to Johnny's penthouse. He wasn't home, so while I was waiting, I walked out onto the terrace because I liked the view and I needed some air. And I looked into our office window to see if I could see Maxie, and I did. And it was weird because I saw Logan, too. I mean, I didn't really know what was going on at first. It seemed like they were fighting, but it seemed ridiculous, right? You know.
Fighting physically?
Yeah. So I froze. I don't even know how long I was standing there for. Seemed like forever. And that's so stupid, right? I mean, I should have called for help that second. I mean, maybe they would have been able to stop Logan before he did any more damage.
It's not stupid. Come, sit with me, please. Listen, when you were just a little baby, I was up in your room and I was rocking you in the rocking chair and singing you a lullaby. And you were just falling asleep. And Foster, you remember? He was curled up at my feet. It was a perfect moment. And then I heard gunfire inside the house. Yeah, the house was being attacked. And your father was downstairs with Lucky, I don't know, somewhere. And I was upstairs with you alone. And I froze. I mean, when things like this happen, something else inside us just kicks in and takes over.
That's exactly what happened. I mean, I knew that I should have gotten help, but my heart was racing so fast and my knees, they were like jelly. And then Logan looked up at me, and I think that shocked me back into reality. So I ran in to call for help, but my phone started ringing. It was Logan calling me. I didn't know what to do. I answered it, and he said he was coming over to explain everything.
So, where are you going to take me?
Well, I thought I'd show you around the compound, right? We do a little gambling. By the time we get back, they're going to have dinner set up for us there, and then we do whatever we want to do after that.
This is kind of like being on a fabulous cruise, isn't it? Right? Except that the island is the ship, and there's probably a seafood buffet and a gorgeous ice sculpture and a stage show where the singer toured with the Lion King.
Oh, so are you saying that my Paradise Island is cheesy?
No, I'm not saying it's cheesy. I'm just saying that I have actually gambled all over the world. I was wondering what our other options might be.
I have to pry you away from the Haunted Star at the roulette table, so you don't want to go gamble now?
Yeah, well, they don't rig the tables at the Haunted
It's Luke
Star.
Spencer, of course they do. He wants to make an extra buck for the house.
Okay, I think that I'm pretty easygoing. I do.
Yeah?
But my idea of fun is not, whoopee, magically winning some jackpot.
Well, you don't have to worry about that because I'm going to be bankrolling you.
Hi. I'm not sure we've met. I'm Kate Howard. Nobody's bimbo.
Okay, so you won't allow your fiancé to give you a couple $100 so you can gamble without stress, without guilt.
All right, okay, I'm going to make a confession to you. I actually used to be a little jealous of the models. They'd come into Monte Carlo. They'd be on some billionaire's arm. He'd put the chips down. She'd blow on them for good luck. And then when they won, she'd put the winnings into her bag, jewel-encrusted clutch you probably saw in my magazine.
And that's bad because?
It's bad because, say what you will about me, but I have worked my entire life. I've had mentors, yes, but I am a self-made woman, Mr. Corinthos, and I think you, of all people, should appreciate that.
Okay, Kate Howard. So you'd rather see a cheesy lounge singer than gamble with my money?
The only way I will gamble is if it's with my money. And you absolutely, positively, solemnly swear to not rig it.
You know, I forget sometimes how stubborn you can be.
Well, that's my only fault.
Let's go.
All right.
You okay?
I seriously thought about not telling you, but since we're telling each other everything and there are no secrets.
I'm not gonna like this. Huh?
No.
Okay.
Karpov hit on me again, and I told him that I'm in love with my husband and to back off, but I don't know if he's gonna listen.
Don't worry. I'm handling Karpov.
Oh, hi.
Hi. You bring a gift?
Well, truth be told, one of my patients was sent home and asked me to give it to someone special.
The jackal came to mind because he makes everyone prickly like a cactus.
No, because it's interesting and unique, just like you.
Well, the jackal is honored. And actually, he has something to tell you that must be treated with the utmost discretion. So, if the maternal wouldn't mind closing the door. Would it be presumptuous to acknowledge that you still hold tender feelings for the father of your progeny?
Now you know I don't like discussing my feelings for Jason.
Yes, and the jackal wouldn't ask if it wasn't dire. Look, he believes that Stone Cold is in great peril, and only you can save him.
I couldn't think straight. Nothing made sense.
No, of course not, because someone you knew became a total stranger. A man that you were involved with turned violent.
Logan, he was knocking on the door and he sounded calm and reasonable. So I grabbed this heavy vase object and I had it to defend myself so that I could get by him and I could get out.
So you opened the door?
Logan got frustrated, I guess, because before I could even open the door, he started breaking in with an axe.
Oh, my God.
So I ran into the kitchen. I don't even know what I was trying to get. I saw the knife and I grabbed it. I wanted to get out. I didn't mean to kill him.
No, of course you didn't. No.
I hid behind the couch. I thought he was going to go into one of the other rooms to find me, but he didn't. And he saw me, and he grabbed me, and I was trapped.
Hi, Dr. Scorpio.
Mom?
Hi.
Hi. Are you sick?
No, I'm never sick. Patrick asked me to come. I thought maybe you changed your mind about everything.
What?
Hey,
No.
how are you?
You asked my mother to come. Obviously, you didn't hear anything that I said.
Well, how could I miss it? You announced it over the PA system.
Can I have a quick word with Robin?
course.
Please, no lectures about marrying Patrick.
I'm not going to give you a lecture, and I wouldn't dream of telling you what to do about this proposal. But I do want to remind you that that lovely babe magnet back there has thankfully changed his wicked ways for you. And underneath all his bravado, he's really laid his heart on the line, quite publicly. And every time you shut him down, that is such a blow to his ego and his pride. And I know we don't care about that because we're evolved women. But that's hard to bounce back from, you know?
I don't think you mean it this way, but it sounds like you're siding with him.
No, I'm not. Just maybe you could remember that he's acting out of love. And just go a little easier on him, if you could.
Great news. Spinelli, your fever broke. How you feeling?
Very grateful for the wise doctor's prognosis, but deeply worried about a personal issue that I'm unable to discuss.
Well, if it has to do with your health, you can tell me.
Well, my health is very obviously in competent hands. It's the fear for my dearest friend and mentor, but no, I'm unable to say anything further without violating confidence.
Okay, then. Well, do you feel well enough to use a computer?
The Ace's cyber powers remain undiminished.
Great. Well, I have a project for you, Jackal, to get your mind off whatever's stressing you out, and if that's not incentive enough, you'll be helping me out at the same time.
Thank you for coming.
You said it was an emergency. Is Jake okay?
Yeah, he's fine. The person you should be worried about is Spinelli. He's frantic that you're under the spell of someone who's calling the Slavic seductress. Anyway, he told me that you're having this torrid, self-destructive affair to numb the pain of losing you.
Spinelli doesn't know what he's talking about. He makes this stuff up like it's some kind of video game. Sasha is Karpov's attorney. I'm not involved with her or anyone.
The rational part of me knew that. The irrational part, the part that won't stop me from wanting to be with you, was insanely jealous.
No more death threats, no more tampering with evidence, and no more threatening the DA and her family.
You can't stop me from helping my son.
Your help is going to land your son, John, in prison for life. It's about time that you accept that you are powerless in this situation. Your greatest contribution would be to shut up and stay out of this. And for the record, if any harm should come to your daughter, Claudia, or to Lulu Spencer, I will personally see to it that you are thrown back in prison where you will rot for the rest of your life.
No one speaks to me this way.
Yes, I know. At least I didn't threaten to push you in front of a bus, right? Or down a flight of stairs, did I?
No, I didn't hear any threats.
All right. I'll tolerate you. Just as long as you get my son cleared of the charges.
Understand this, Anthony. This is way bigger than your ego. Now get out.
You're in a good bluff, Ricky. You better pray I don't call it. Get me the hell away from here before I do something I regret.
So Logan said that he was so angry when he came back from Iraq and I was supposed to be his redemption. He asked me to give him one more chance, and I lied, and I said yes. And I let him believe that we stood a chance.
But you were trying to survive.
And he kissed me. And that's when he knew that I was lying, because I was shaking. I couldn't hide how scared I was.
He was bullying you. Do you have any idea how wrong that is? He never, ever should have frightened you like...
Yeah, well, he flipped out and he grabbed me to keep me from running away, and I broke away from him and I fell and the knife was on the floor, so I picked it up. I just wanted to keep him away from me, and he ran at me, and it happened so fast, you know, and the knife, it kind of jerked in my hand, and he said that I would never get over him, and he died.
He's right, Mom. No. What I did is gonna stay with me forever.
No, baby. No, it won't.
That was mortifying.
You see all those people gathered around you? They crowded around like you were here. Take the ticket.
Get those chips away from me. They remind me of how sneaky you are.
No, that's not true. You won this fair and square, and it would have been nice, to blow on my dice.
You
so spread the joy a little
rigged
bit.
the tables. I told you how important it was for me. You said that you respected that, and then you made a fool of me.
Why can't you just accept that you're the luckiest lady on the island?
The luckiest lady just happens to be sleeping with the boss.
Well, that's your good fortune.
And now you're making fun of me.
Okay, you have to admit you're overreacting a little bit.
It is the principle.
Oh, the prince. Okay, in that case, I swear to you on the Bible that I did not rig the tables. I did not mess with the cards. You won every chip because of your ability and your talent.
Has that line worked for you in the past?
This time I mean it.
Right. Yeah, this time you mean it. This is so your SOP.
My what?
Your standard operating procedure, right? You bring your flavor of the month to the island. You make sure she has a fabulous time. Make sure she wins a bundle. Then when she's all head spinning, feet off the ground, you seduce her.
Good, because I was thinking about what we're going to do next. Let's go into this.
Just admit that I'm right.
Admit that, okay, look, in the past I have been generous.
See?
But not tonight.
And you expect me to believe that.
Kate, you said it was important to you. I wasn't going to mess with you in that way.
Okay, see, I want to believe you.
Okay.
All right? I mean, after all, what kind of marriage can we have if I can't trust you?
Hey, Spinelli, you ready for us?
Of course.
Hi, Spinelli. I appreciate what you feel for my daughter, but do you really want to do this?
I don't give up. I just approach it from a different angle. That's how you handle a woman who's stubborn, by being creative. Where do you want her?
Good, there's perfect.
Here? Okay, good.
You okay?
Here?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. You with me here?
Don't make me look old, okay?
Couldn't possibly.
Hi, I'm Dr. Drake, and I approve this message.
Robin, my darling daughter. I don't think anyone is good enough for you. Well, I'm here to say that I'm probably wrong about that. You are an amazing woman. And some of what I wanted to impart to you was that you don't need anybody else in your life to make you whole. No man is ever going to be a substitute for your own self-worth. But I didn't mean that my way was the only way. When it comes to family, please don't assume that you have to do it the way I did. Sometimes being adventurous just means being courageous enough to be different. You won't disappoint me, and you won't disappoint yourself. I promise you that. Patrick loves you, and you love him back. At the end of the day, what else is there?
Calm down, Brad. I'm not going to hurt you.
Not to worry, he won't hurt you. Just step away from the young lady, or you'll be the one who needs brain surgery.
Obviously, I don't know this Sasha person, but I envy her. Because she gets to spend time with you, and you don't feel obligated to protect her, nor do you have to convince yourself that you're not too dangerous to be with her.
You were on the team that operated on Michael. We both know the reality.
And children need adults to make decisions for them in their best interest, and that's what we did for Cameron and Jake and Morgan. But I am not a child.
if I choose to take risks, then that's my prerogative, and nobody can decide for me.
If you're doing this to save me from some affair that I'm not having, though. I miss you. You know, I'm okay.
But I'm not. I care about you and me. Jason, I want us back.
So far, nothing you've said makes me believe that you intentionally killed Logan. You had to defend yourself, or you might have died.
Sometimes I wish that I had. I am so tired of being afraid, of waiting to see Logan, waiting to go crazy.
Like I did. Honey, I'm like this because of the way I grew up. I have blank spots. When things get hard, I go inside myself and I hide. And sometimes I just can't remember. But you can't remember. You remember everything about what happened that night. You're stronger than me. All you have to do now is forgive yourself.
Are you ready?
Careful, because you got a nice tray of chips right there. You could buy yourself some shoes or star-studded champagne glasses.
Flutes. They're called flutes, and stop stalling.
If
I know
you
you're
knew-
just looking for a way to cheat.
If you knew anything about cutting cards, you know it can't be rigged.
But you're Sonny Corinthos. You could find a way. What's so funny?
Nothing. I just like to see you all, fired up. You want to blow on them?
Cut the cards.
Okay, all I'm saying is this is really crazy because you won the money legitimately, right? And to bet it all on one cut of cards, that's something like my dad would do.
Oh, don't compare me to your father. That's not going to get you in a bikini anytime soon, just so you know.
Okay, what if
Cut the cards.
what if I win? What do I get?
You get the chips. You can do whatever you want with them. And if you refuse, I might just leave the island tonight. Who knows what I'll do about our wedding. Cut the cards, please.
What if you win?
Oh. If I win, I get a bouquet picked by your own gorgeous hands.
Flowers?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I can see it strikes terror in your macho heart. So I know that you'll be legit. Now cut the cards.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
All right. That's a queen. Bye-bye, Christian Cartullo wedges.
Okay, hey. It's all right. You got your turn, right?
I'm not going to beat a queen.
Cut the cards, tough guy.
How's the house look tonight?
Well, your is having cocktails with Mr. Karpov.
This is a plane ticket to Moscow, first class, leaving tonight.
I am not going anywhere.
I'm afraid that's not your choice. Your visa has been revoked.
Do you know that it's a very foolish thing to accost a woman in a deserted alley?
Will you tell him the truth, okay? Have you ever seen me do anything remotely hostile or threatening? Well,
I'm thinking. It's hard for me to remember all those annoying things you've done. There was my cheesy enchilada.
are you seriously gonna let this guy shoot me because I stole some food?
Thanks for your help, but I'm fine. This was all just a misunderstanding.
Are you sure?
Yeah, this guy is annoying, but he's not dangerous. I appreciate the rescue, though.
My pleasure. Have a wonderful day.
Now that I saved your life, want to tell me what the hell you're doing here?
I'm trying to track down some counterfeit drugs, and you are making it twice as difficult as it has to be.
Yeah. I'm not feeling too optimistic about my chances for acquittal here.
I can fix that. brother begged me to keep my mouth shut, but I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not. I saw Johnny kill Logan in self-defense, and I will testify to it in open court.
You're a liar.
Every morning I wake up, and I know it's another day that I don't get to see you. And I imagine you getting ready in the morning and you pouring your coffee and all those stupid little wonderful moments that people who love each other should share. And yet I ache because I'm never going to have that with you.
We made this decision together.
No, but we made this decision for Jake. That he shouldn't be around you. You don't get to decide that for me.
But you're a mother. I mean, it's not fair to Jake and Cam for you to take those risks.
Oh, and I understand that, but I don't want to walk through my life like a ghost, only half feeling because I'm afraid that it's going to hurt too much to feel all the way. Jason, I want to be with you, even if it's only in secret.
But you deserve better, Elizabeth.
People do it all the time. They have affairs and they find ways to meet with each other, so why can't we? Unless you don't want to be with me. And if that's true, then you can walk out that door. I won't try to stop you.